All right, Rosie. So it should have started automatically. For whatever reason, it didn't. Okay, there we go. Wait, meow. Why have you got your back turned to the camera? What, Rosie? Turn around. Meow. Oh, wait a minute. I know what you need. I know what we're missing. I know you hate this. There. That. It just needs to turn around the other way. You're not cooperating, Rosie. There. What? Trying to get you in the Christmas spirit. Don't you want to be all Christmassy? Oh. I am so going to pay for this, aren't I? Hey, Marilyn. Hey, Jeanette. Hey, Ryan. Your Santa hat slipped off. I have a feeling this is going to be an ongoing battle. There you go, Doodle. I need to cut little ear holes in it for you. What do you think? Trying to get my elf to cooperate. We're trying to get Santa Claus to cooperate. Yeah, what, Doodle? Merry Christmas. I'm going to be in serious trouble for this. Meow, what, baby? Oh, aren't you so cute? Meow, what, baby? Meow, what? Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Ryan said Merry Christmas. God, Doodle looks so festive. What are you doing, Rosie? Where do you... I guess you're not digging on the Santa hat? Try this. Put it right there. There we go. See there? She's like, stop, Daddy. You're making it worse. Ow! Ow! Hang on, Rosie. Hang on. Seriously, Doodle? Well, you got the Santa hat off. Now you just got to deal with the scarf. Oh God! God, don't look so festive. Merry Christmas, everyone. Oh. Rosie is adorable. Yeah, she's adorable. She's gonna kill me. Meow. Yeah, you were nice and relaxed, and then Daddy had to come in and screw everything up. I need to raise this up a little bit. If that's better, I guess. Meow. What, Doodle? What? What? You trying to figure out what that thing is around your neck? Well, what, do you want the Santa hat? Ah! That was my... Whoa, shit! Whoa! Oh my God. Rosie, what are you doing, child? This is not how the Christmas show was supposed to go. I don't even know if they can see you. Let's get back on the sofa. Oop. There. Meow. I swear this doodle moves fast. Yes, she does. Okay, so hello everybody. Sorry, the show got off to a little bit of a raucous start. There we go. We'll let Rosie settle in for a little bit. Meow. What? Scott will need Band-Aids. Tourniquet, probably. Oh goodness. I hope everybody had a wonderful week. What did I say, Jeanette? Rosie might hide her scarf in it. Oh yeah, she probably will. Yeah, no doubt. She's not into this whole festive thing. So, but what, baby? Do you want your hat back on? Probably not. Let's see if I can get this squared away. She got this look on her face like, don't do it. Don't do it. There we go. See there? See, it's perfect. See there? Meow. What is it, baby? What are you doing for? I think I'm going to a friend's house. I think that's what I'm doing for Christmas. So yeah, either that or I'm going to spend the entire day making holiday sweets, probably pumpkin pie, maybe an apple pie. Yeah. What else? I made flan last night, but I over caramelized the sugar, so it's got a little bit of a burn flavor. So I'm going to toss that and make another one. But I'm either going to a friend's house for Thanksgiving, in which case I will make a lot of desserts and whatnot, or I'm going to stay here and make a lot of desserts. So there we go. Yeah, they love your Santa hat. Yeah. They love your little Santa hat. You're not too thrilled about it. And Ryan, I have not, well, I'll say I haven't forgotten. I got bogged down. I will post the picture that you had mentioned last week, so you can Photoshop it. There you go. Sweet. See there? It's not so bad. Your little scarf and your little hat. So yeah, so I'll I may make just make a bunch of desserts, have some eggnog with a little something in it. Whoa, where are you going, Sally? You done with the hat? Are you done with the Steve here? Need your scarf there. Maybe some hot chocolate. Although it's not real, it's kind of hard to get in the. I mean, it's not hard for me to get in the Christmas. I can get in the Christmas spirit in July, but it's kind of hard to get in the feeling like it's Christmas time when it's 75 degrees outside. So, let's see. Ryan, you added me on. Okay, well, let me see here. I can probably. Let's see here. I can't go to Facebook on my phone right now because, of course, that's my camera. Let's see here. I can go. So you sent me a friend request. I can accept it. I don't. When did you send me a friend request, Ryan? Oh, on the cat channel, on Rosie's channel. Okay. Let me switch to that. Did I or did I not just see? I could have swore Ryan just said that he added me on Facebook. All right. So. Did you add? Okay, okay. Oh, okay. You followed Rosie. Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, I went to my page, my personal page. Thought you sent me a friend request, but I just switched to Rosie's page and saw that you followed her. Okay. So yeah, I'll try to get the. Let's see here. Where's Rosie? Is Rosie on the? Yeah, Rosie's on. Okay. Let me see here. If y'all don't mind, I can try real quick to see if. Oh, okay. I see. Okay, everything's moving real slow because I'm trying to. Let me. the shirts. Okay, so I'm going, give me just a minute. Give me just a minute. Let me, and the streaming may be glitchy because between having YouTube open on my computer, OBS Studio, Camo, so I can, Camo Studio to make my phone a webcam, that I'm eating up a lot of resources on my computer. I don't have I think this computer is like 3 or 4 years old, so it's not, it's not super fast by today's standards. But I'm going to, right now, all right, so this, so this is I'm posting it now on Rosie's Facebook. So yeah, this is the picture that everybody voted for. So let me know what y'all think, because I mean I like the picture. Everybody else likes the picture. It just looks blurry to me because she was in motion. Okay. Yeah, so it says that you're following Rosie. So yeah, so it means it's just that you didn't send, since Rosie is a more of a content page. It's I don't guess you would call it considered a business page, but it's not just somebody's personal page. It's not just, it's for Rosie Doodle. Then there is no friend request and all that stuff like there is for my personal page, and that's where I got confused. I thought you sent a friend request to my personal page, so. But there we go. All right, so I just put, let me know if you can see it, if you got the notification. Because I just posted the picture that we all, or that the Rosie Army voted for back whenever that was, however many months ago. You sent me, did you send it to me on Rosie's channel or on my personal Scott Sibley channel? I need to either get a camera, something. Hey Noodle. I don't think she's real happy about the doodle. All right, so let me. Well, already it's eating up a lot of resources. I'll look at it when the show's over, because it's eating up a lot of resources on my computer to have so many things running at one time. All right, so there we go. We got. I'm thinking I should probably take the scarf off of her. She doesn't look too terribly real. So what does everybody have planned for the for Christmas? Got 2 months. Who left? Got Ryan. I don't know, Marilyn, Jeanette. Did I lose? Did I lose the chat again? No, it doesn't. Oh. Maryland, she's gonna spend the day with family in Brooklyn. Is it freezing cold up there, Maryland? Because like I said, it's like 70, 75 degrees down here. They do. My old boss invited me over, so doing that. Looking forward to it. Oh, cool. Maryland will be. We're going. My daughters. I'm taking my fur babies. Nice. Yeah, you gotta take the fur babies. The fur babies have to have Christmas too. Did you ever adopt a? I know you had talked about adopting a CH, Jeanette. Did you ever get one? It's in the 20s with wind chill about 7 degrees. God, man. In the 20s with wind chill of about 7. I don't know how you do it, Maryland. My hat's off to you, because that's oof. I know it needs to be a little bit colder than 70 to sort of feel like Christmas, but wind chill of 7 of single digits. It don't need to be that cold for it to feel like Christmas. Ain't that right, dude? You don't go outside anyway. All you know is about 75 degrees year round, right here in the house. Spoiled. Spoiled. A little too cold. I worry about Sasha when it gets down in the 40s here. But I've got a kennel outside set up especially for her, and I've even got a heating pad in it, and she just doesn't get in it. She likes to be outside. I mean, she'll get in it when it gets down in it'll get down in the 20s for a couple of days, probably about the middle end of February each year, and she'll usually get in it then. But if it's in the 30s, 40s, she doesn't care to get in it. No, I haven't. I kind of have my hands full of my 18-year-old cat. Oh yeah, that would definitely be keep you busy there, Jeanette. Hopefully in the near future. Doesn't matter, CH, non-CH, the fur babies are the fur babies. We just had a sprinkling of snow. I've had one white Christmas my entire life, and that was that was Christmas of '84 when I lived in St. Louis. Other than that, that's it. I've had that one white Christmas. What about the dog? Oh, the dog is being the dog. He's outside enjoying the sunshine. So, yeah, bless the kid. Rosie's falling asleep. You falling asleep, baby? Oh, chin scratches. I want to see if she's up for. Let's see if she's up for the drug rug. She was already falling asleep. She may be in that I'm too tired to fight mode. Maryland Snow. Man, what is your kitty's name, Jeanette? Little blind. I'm bleeding, Rosie. Again. Thank you. Looks like Maria. Maria? Ah. It's a pretty name. You want your dope, Rosie? There you go, Rosie. Since got a first aid kit. Does Maria? I'm guessing she has no real issues getting around the house. I mean, I've had a couple of blind cats before, and even moving things around, they seem to. Well, I mean, they have their whiskers to feel. You making your way over to your drugs? For 18, wow, 18, that is awesome. That is awesome. I love to hear about cats that have been around for 16, 18, 20 years, and people just grown up, and it's like, be your cat when you're younger and then your kids. I love hearing stuff like that. Well, tell Miss Maria that we love her. Uh-oh. You getting drunk, Doodle? You got catnip hanging off your chin. What, baby? What? I can smell catnip. What, baby? What was that for? She's trying to get me. Give her kisses from, oh yeah. Yeah, we'll do kisses. We'll let her calm down first. May end up losing a nose or something. Ow. Put your claws up, meanie. can you not just use paw pads? Ow! Give her, oh, yeah, give Maria kisses. I don't even know what I was thinking. My bad. Yes, Maria has to have kisses from all of us. Ow! You are just in a mood today. You still mad about that whole Santa hat thing, aren't you? Heck, gum. Meanie? Meow. What? I will get your fishing pole, let you take your anger out on that. Meow. Meow. Don't come jumping on me with all your claws out. Give. Turn it loose. Ow. That was me, you bit. Meow. Get it? Get it, Doodle? Is it getting the best of you? Oh, you almost got it. Oh, well, there you go. Nom. Don't bite me. You're dug into there. Get it. There you go. Good job, Doodle. Look at her holding on to it. You're about to chew through it again. You're just about through it. There's like one thread left. What'd I tell you? You know, what are you going to do? Now you got fishy with some string around it. Well, there you go. Entertain yourself. I don't have it now. Don't look at me. You're the one that chewed the string in half again. Meow. Yell at me. It's not my fault. Meow. me. You're the one that chewed it off. Get it, Doodle. Meow. Silly brat. Does Santa bring a gift for Rosie? Probably. He usually does. He's got to make a trip by the pet store. But I really don't know what to get because she doesn't play with. I bought all kind of toys, and she likes her fishing rod. Maybe I'll get her a new fishing rod. I don't know. Or I'm sorry, maybe Santa will. Ah. You got orange fishy all to yourself? Meow, what? Yeah, it's not as exciting when you chew the string in half, is it? Meow. Why are you looking at me? You've got it. Meow. Yell at me? Jeez. Go. Yeah, I gotta fix fishy again. Because of you. Because of you, brat. Oh, chin scratches. Chin scratches. See, you slice me in half, you slice me to pieces, and then I still give you chin scratches and ear scratches. And then how do you repay me? With open wounds. A new fishy toy would be good. Yeah, I'd probably maybe get it on maybe a cable that she can't chew in half. I don't know, knowing her, she'd find a way to do it. What? I have learned to get out of the way when the furry explosion happens. Well, you and Fishy in a staring contest now? You're trying to ignore her, aren't you? Ignore Fishy. Meow, what? What, Doodle? there's fish. I just gave it to you. Are you coming down from your high? Yeah, careful. Yeah, thanks, Marilyn. You are right. She is getting less and less engaged. I think she's at that point where she's just like, I don't want to go to sleep. Well, all right, dude, before you go to sleep, you need kisses. It's time for kisses. So one for Marilyn, one for Jeanette, one for Ryan, and one for me. We love you. Merry Christmas. Yeah, Ryan, let me know if that picture posted. Let me know if you got it. I think that's the one that we had talked about. You wanted to Photoshop, I think a helmet on or something. All right, there we go. Yeah, I think Rosie's about done. Yeah, posted. Cool. Good deal. Yeah, I think Rosie's about done. So we may wrap it here. She's gonna do what she normally does. I think I mentioned it last week, where before she lays down, she'll just sit and just sort of, I guess, have a conference in her head to find out if, is this where I really want to lay down? Do I really want to lay down right now? So I think that's where she's at now. Did you hurt yourself? Yeah, about a year and a half ago, back in July of 23, I tore my rotator cuff, and since I didn't have surgery to fix it, I just took it easy for about 6 months and let it heal itself. I think it probably didn't. Everything probably didn't go back exactly where it's supposed to go. The muscles and tendons probably, might be a little bit off because sometimes it feels almost like it's like the muscles are out of place or something, and if I move it around enough, it'll kind of pop back in place. Not my shoulder joint, so like the muscles get kind of sore. So yeah, it's just, like I said, it was about a year and a half ago, and it took about 6 or 8 months for it to heal itself, and I couldn't. It was killing me. I mean, I tried not to do anything to hurt it at work, and then of course I couldn't work out hardly at all for about 6 months, which drove me absolutely insane. And then I had to ease back into working out, but still every now and again it still just kind of gets in the mood and just wants to sort of, like I said, if I move it around enough, then it'll kind of feel like all the muscles pop back in place. I don't know, it's weird, but Yes, and sometimes it's just when I sleep on it wrong. So, but yeah, but thank you for asking. But yeah, that's what I did. Yeah, so, well, it didn't really hurt when I did it. I look back on exactly when I did it, and really, well, all right, dude. You gotta go potty? Or get something to eat? Simple. I know exactly when I did it, and it was when I was putting something in the back of my truck, and it's what I was putting in there. Was below the amount of weight that I use, like when I do front raises, but I had to bring it up way above my head to get it to clear the bed of my truck. So it was when I hyperextended it, something on the front side, I felt it tear, and I was like, "Ooh, that really hurt. That was not good." But it was the next day when I woke up, I could hardly move my arm at all. I mean, it was, and for probably the first month and a half, every time I would move my arm, it just felt like somebody was just shoving a knife all the way through my shoulder. So yeah, it didn't hurt as much in the moment, but like the next day, whew, God Almighty. Bad here. I had to call a professional out because they got bad very good. Ryan, does anyone have any experience with fleas? I had to take my kitty to the vet to get some prescription strength drops. Do you need to go through your home and clean everything? Good question, Ryan, and I've got the answer that works really well for me. So hang on. Okay. All right, so this is what I use in the house when I see fleas. It's Precor 2000 plus. There's a couple of generic brands out there that I've used before, that they sort of have the same kind of can, the same colors, the same lettering and everything, but it just won't say Precor 2000. But I've had pest people tell me, "Oh, well, this is the same thing as Precor." No, it's not. It didn't work. I'm not going to mention the name because I don't want anybody to get mad at me and sue me or anything like that. But if it's not Precor 2000 plus, in my experience, it does not work nearly as well. This stuff right here kills the you-know-what out of them. And it's safe for your animals. You can actually spray, now don't spray their food, but you can actually spray their bedding with it. The only thing is, like, if you're gonna spray their bedding, let it sit for 3 or 4 hours until it dries. And I mean, just follow the instructions on the can. That's where I watched some videos on it before I used it the first time several years ago. At one point, this was like 12 years ago. What was this? This was 2012 or 2013. I ended up with a pretty decent infestation from my dog. And I tried this and I tried that, and I tried, and all I could do was basically just keep up with the reproduction. Somebody told me about this stuff, I got this stuff, and I was flea free in about a week. What I did was I vacuumed really good the carpet, and then swept, of course, the hard surfaces. Then I would empty out the vacuum cleaner. I would spray this, let it sit for, again, 3 or 4 hours, let it do its thing, and then I would vacuum again, empty out the vacuum, and then I would spray this again and leave it on. Again, just don't let your pets, in the area until it dries. Once it, I mean, I literally have sprayed the dog and the cat's beds with this. Just as long as it dries, then it's supposed to not hurt them. I have not had any ill effects on my animals. So, but read the can and watch the videos. This stuff right here, Precor 2000 plus, and also fleas. Let's say you have fleas and you get rid of them, and the eggs are still in the carpet. The eggs won't hatch until they feel vibration. So you can actually have flea eggs in your carpet or on your floor, and if nobody walks in that room, they won't hatch out because they know they're however these little monsters are created, they know there's no food. Once the eggs start detecting vibration, then they hatch out because they know there's a food source there, and then you start all over again. This stuff right here, it's called I can't remember what it's called. It's it disrupts the life cycle. There's an initial for it, an IML, IRL, whatever it is. But it not only kills the adults and the immature fleas and ticks, but it also stops the life cycle. I think it's supposed to, it dries up the egg and kills it. Because a flea egg can actually sit dormant for a year or more, and then hatch out. So yeah, you can think you're flea free, but in fact they're just sitting there waiting to hatch. But this, don't hit yourself with the can, dude. But this stuff right here takes care of all of it. And then for the dog, I use Trifexis, which is it's not cheap. And then Cheriston for Rosie, which is basically the feline version of Trifexis for dogs. I want to say for a 3-month dose, and it's actually time for your dose. So we'll go ahead and dose the doodle right now because it's about time for it. Actually, it was time for it I think 3 days ago. A 3-month supply, I want to say is $40 or $50. You can get a longer supply for a little, for cheaper per dose, but I usually just do the 3-month at a time. And like I said, I want to say it's $40, $50, something like that. They say that a can of Precor, yeah, you're about to get wet stuff on the back of your neck. They say that a can of Precor will do 2,000 or 2,200 square feet. I'm sure that that's the case. I usually spray it a little bit heavier or a good bit heavier because I'm all about, overkill kind of thing, especially when I see fleas. If I see a flea anywhere in my place, I'm spraying the entire place 2 or 3 times. I hate fleas. I can't stand the thought of it. But yeah, Cheriston for cat, and then the Precor, I want to say for 3 cans is somewhere, I want to say, and again, I hadn't ordered it in so long, I've got 2 cans left over from the last time, but I want to say it was like $70 for 3 cans or $60 for 3 cans, and all of that I get on Amazon. So you should be able, you said you found the Precor 2000 in the UK, you should be able to find the Cheriston. So yeah, those 2 right there, they are my go-to for flea control. It's like I saw a random flea, not on Rosie, but the only 2 animals I have inside is the dog comes in at night and during bad weather, but he stays in a completely separate part of my place than Rosie does. I keep them separate. But I guess I brought brought a flea in on my pants or something like that, and I saw one, Rosie and I were laying on the sofa, and I saw one on my arm, and it was automatically like a 5-alarm fire. I stopped everything, and I made sure she had flea stuff on her, she was good, and then I put her in another room temporarily, and I went back crap crazy with the Precor in every room, so that, I mean, just to make sure, cause like I said, I see a flea, no, I'm done. So, and then I vacuumed and then did it again and let it sit for 3 or 4 hours. So, come here. Come here, Doodle. Let me put your flea medicine on you. I know you don't like this. Now, the only thing about this is, it's not bad. I mean, it's of course not bad for them. I mean, it's designed for them. But, like where I put it on her, on the back of her neck so she can't lick it, because, I mean, it is a poison. It will, her fur, like right on the back of her neck, will look greasy. It'll leave like a greasy spot that really won't dry until, I mean, it'll take several days for the fur right there to go back to looking normal. But that's just because of the stuff that's in it, so. I put a little bit and then rub it in, and a little bit more, rub it, a little bit more, rub it, because if you put, I have found that if you just put it all on there, just all in one blob, then it tends to, yeah, no, you don't like wet stuff on your skin, ding dong. Settle down, settle down. So, yeah, there we go. So I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not, but it leaves a little wet, greasy looking spot on the back of her neck. So, oh yeah, beans! Sorry, I didn't mean to get in your ear. But yeah, I have found that if I just squirt it all on there all at one time, then it has a tendency to beat up and it'll run down off of her, like around her neck or down her back or something like that. So I squirt a little bit, rub it in, squirt a little bit, rub it in, squirt a little bit, rub it in. And that'll get her for another month. And that stuff right there, I mean, it kills them. That stuff, and it gets in their blood, and it doesn't hurt them. But if they do get a flea on them, as soon as the flea bites them and draws just a drop of their blood out, it kills the flea dead. I mean, just drop dead. So yeah, long answer to your question, but yes, I have been rounds with fleas, and I hate fleas, and I'll just about move to get rid of fleas. I hate fleas, and nope. So there you go. Try those two. Cheriston for cats. It's the same thing for dogs. But it's called, the trade name is Trifexis, but it's basically the same thing. And then the Precor 2000 Plus for the area, for, carpets and bedding and all that stuff. But yeah, double check on the leaving it, letting it dry, leaving it on the bed. I know that I sprayed on the bedding because I read that on the cans before, and I've looked it up online and all that stuff, but, don't just take my word for it, double check. But yeah. So there you go. Well, thank you, Jeanette, and thank you, Ryan, and thank you, Marilyn. So yeah, I appreciate. Yeah, no, trust me. There's certain things that like I said, I can be in the middle of designing a house. I can be in the middle of doing a bid, and I can be in the middle of something that's pressing that has to be done. Blah, blah. Let me see a flea, the world stops, and because if you don't let them, if you don't deal with them at the first opportunity, I think that they say that a flea can lay, and I may get the numbers wrong on this, but they say, I think it's like 1,000 eggs. It's not, I don't think it's 1,000 eggs a day. Maybe it's that, but it's just exponentially. You can end up with millions of fleas. I mean, hundreds of thousands in no time, literally no time. I mean, I've seen. I looked up one on YouTube. It was a flea infestation where literally like in the kitchen of this house, and nobody lived there. It was an abandoned house. But, I mean, it was literally like this thick of just fleas. I mean, just little black, it looked like the whole floor was crawling. I mean, you could see more fleas than you could flooring. It was, I mean, I would have just burned the house down. I would have been like, no. But, yeah, she's not real thrilled about when she gets the stuff on her neck, so she went and got under my desk and she's laying down staring at me like she does. I know you don't like getting that stuff. You really don't like getting your dewormer, which it's about time for. I just gotta go get some more. Yeah, bet. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Hang on, I'm gonna go wash my hands. I'll be right back. No, like I was saying about the off brand of that stuff. I tried that one time because I went to a local insecticide place, and they didn't have Precor, but they carried the off brand. And I thought, well, I really want Precor. I've used it before, but they're like, oh, this is the same stuff. It's just a different different trade name, and it was like $4 or $5 a can cheaper. And I'm taking their word for okay, it's the same stuff. I bought I don't know how many cans of it. It didn't. I'm sure that it did something, but I would spray a room and I wouldn't see a flea for a day or two, and then I would start seeing fleas again. I'd spray it again and again. I wouldn't see then I might not see a flea for 3 or 4 days, but then I would start seeing them again. I finally broke down and ordered some Precor off of Amazon, sprayed it one time, never saw another flea in that room. Just one time, boom. I sprayed it, vacuumed, because I wanted to get all the dead fleas and all the eggs and get as many of those out of the room as I could. So I sprayed it, 3 or 4 hours, let it dry, vacuumed it, and then sprayed it again and left it on. Never saw another flea in that room. So, I once saw a flea egg hatch. It was incredible. Like hundreds of them came out. I can't. Oh, so hundreds came out of one egg? Holy! Because I've seen places before where a flea egg looks like a little speck of black sand, and I've seen places before that. that it just looked like, you know, looked like you just took black sand and just poured it out on the floor. And I was not aware that I always thought that for each grain of sand, for each one of those flea eggs, there was a flea baby in it. I was not aware that there were hundreds that came out of it. So that makes God, like I said, I mean, I've been in places before where, like, you know, the black sand of Iwo Jima, get a scoop of that and just throw it down on the floor, and I'm like, what is it? You know, and it turned, all that was flea eggs. And I'm like, holy God Almighty. Sounds like a scene from Alien or something. Yeah, really. I might have to look that up online, because that would be disgusting to see, but kind of interesting. Oh yeah, my cat is white, and I didn't know what it was until the vet told me. Wow. Wow. Yeah, fleas are, those little parasites are, I can't stand them. I cannot stand them. And that's, and I mean, the reason is, I mean, you can't see them until they get on something, like you were saying, Jeanette, something white. You know, I've had them jump on my arm. I've had them, you know, I can't see them if they're on Rosie unless it's on the white spot, or unless I'm actually digging through her skin, you know, through her fur, you know, inspecting her. But, you know, on a dark blanket like the one I'm sitting on, a black blanket, you can't see them. And then try to kill them, they can't hardly be smushed because they're so hard. They're tiny. They jump, they don't run. You know, when they do jump, they may jump 8-10 inches, but in what direction did they just go? Where the hell did it just go? And then then they can lay thousands of eggs, and like you said, one egg can have hundreds of. No, thank you. No, 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 no. So yeah. Good question, Ryan. Good conversation. Thank you for getting that going. But yeah. So there we go. Yeah, I think about time for me to order more for Rosie. I've got one more dose of Cheriston. 10 inch. I think they can jump like 12 inches. The adults can. I think that's what I read one time. But you don't know what direction they go. I mean, when you see one jump, it's just like, you know, it's here 1 second and now it's gone. So where did it go? I mean, so if it's capable of jumping 12 inches that direction, or 12 inches that direction, or 12 inches that direction, or 12, so you're not talking about a 12 by 12 area. You're talking about a 24 by 24 area. So you're talking about 4 square feet. So you're talking about a 4 foot area, you know, 4 square feet. It could be anywhere inside this 4 square feet when it jumps once. But if it jumps again, it could go another 12 inches in any direction. Yeah, when I had that infestation years ago, I was doing everything. I would take a cookie sheet. This was a homemade trap, but before I learned about Precor and all that stuff, I would take a cookie sheet and put a thin layer of, you know, a little bit of water in it. Now, a flea, if they jump in a pan of water, they'll just stay right on the top. They're not heavy enough to break the surface tension. So they'll just get right on the top. If you put a little bit of dishwashing liquid, particularly Blue Dawn. For some reason, Blue Dawn kills a flea that quick. But really, any kind of dishwashing liquid, any kind of soap, will lower the surface tension of the water, and if a flea jumps on it, then they will sink and, of course, drown. So I tried that, and in like one day, I looked down, I had like 30 dead fleas on that cookie sheet, just under the surface of the water. It was disgusting. So I hate to admit that, but that's what it was. But yeah, Blue Dawn will kill a flea just instantly. There's something, Green Dawn, any of the other, and it, for whatever reason, there's something in the Blue Dawn that not only I've read, but I've used it before, where I've, take a little cup of Blue Dawn, get a flea, put in it, and it drops to the bottom, and it's dead in no time. So yeah. I'd rather have mice. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, but mice don't reproduce like fleas, and they are a lot easier to find, and they can't jump in a 4 square foot area. So yeah, mice are cute at least. Well, that's true. They are cute, but they are disgusting little critters. I'll tell you one that's actually not bad, a critter that's not bad that everybody is terrified of, and including me, I used to be until I learned about them, is a possum. Possums they're cute, and they're really, they can be, like any wild animal, they can be mean, but they're not as aggressive as people generally ascribe them to be, that people generally claim them to be. But I learned that they cannot carry rabies because their core body temperature is too low to allow the rabies bacteria to survive. So possums cannot carry rabies. And when I was married, my ex-wife, she was involved with an animal shelter, and the shelter actually had a sort of like I can't remember his name, but it was a possum that they had that was sort of their wildlife mascot that was just friendly as could be. He'd ride around in people's hoodies and just nap there because it was like being in a pouch, because they're marsupials, but he'd ride around in people's hoodies, and he'd climb on their shoulders, and they'd feed him by hand and pet him. He was like a cat. He was just everybody's buddy. I can't remember what his name was. For some reason, I want to say it started with a V. I may be wrong, but yeah. Yeah, everybody thinks that they're just these disgusting little. Now, raccoons, that's another story. They are mean. They are aggressive. I know people have some as pets, but that's generally if they found it out in the wild as a baby. But they are mean, and they do carry rabies. Yep. Yeah, raccoons will definitely carry rabies. So possums are cool too. I've only seen videos. I've seen a couple. I've got a couple around here. I saw one the other night outside. They just sort of do their thing. I saw an armadillo. I was told they actually carry the bacteria that causes leprosy. So yeah, don't try to touch a armadillo. I saw one of those outside one night. So yeah, they're kind of cute, but they carry the bacteria that causes leprosy. so we've seen both here. Yep, raccoons, possums. Here we've got possums, raccoons, armadillos, coyotes, snakes. What else? Sure, we got rabbits. Yeah. Well, we got them there in Brooklyn. So I wouldn't. Well, yeah. I mean, I guess, yeah, because raccoons and possums are both scavengers. So yeah, I can see that. But not armadillo. They're really cute, and they're actually kind of funny because they get in their own little world. And I mean, you can literally in some cases just walk right up to them because they'll be so focused on whatever they're doing, they'll have absolutely no idea you're standing there. I've only seen one armadillo in my life around here. Didn't know we even had them. Yeah, we've got them here. We had them when I lived in where I lived in Alabama, just south of Birmingham. Used to see them in one in my backyard. So going over into my neighbor's backyard, I think my neighbor took care of him. But yeah, we got those. We got armadillos and possums. Now raccoons, they'll tear up your house. I've gone on jobs before where people had a bunch of raccoons living in their attic that they did so much damage to the house. And you talk about a flea infestation, good God. But they ate the wires, they ate everything in that house. The house was so, and I don't know why they didn't call somebody to deal with them sooner, but it finally got so bad that they ended up having to literally tear the house down. The insurance company gave them a choice that they could either tear the house down or they could fix it out of their pocket. The insurance company told them, so we're not going to pay to fix the house because it's going to cost more to fix the house than what the house is worth. So the insurance company said, if you want us to pay for it, we're going to pay to tear it down. And that's exactly what they did, because they ended up with, 6, 8 raccoons in their attic that ate the wiring, ate their ductwork, ate everything. So yeah, if you end up with a raccoon, particularly in your house, call somebody immediately, because they will tear a house slap up. And they are aggressive, and they do carry rabies, or can, in a lot of cases. Raccoons are cute and all that stuff, but they're not one to play with. All right. Yeah, Rosie's still mad at me for putting her flea medicine on her. Oh. All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day. I'm gonna cut it off here. Does anybody have anything else? I just want to say Merry Christmas to everybody. Merry Christmas. And have a lovely week with your family, your friends, your loved ones, your co-workers, your whoever. Have a lovely, safe week and a wonderful Christmas. And I'm gonna leave the channel up and running. Rosie's not gonna be on camera. She's pouting or plotting my demise. But I'll leave it up for a few minutes like I always do. Let everybody say their toodles to everybody, and we will reconvene next week, right here. Everyone have a merry and blessed Christmas. Thank you, Marilyn. So, but yeah, I'm gonna let y'all say y'all's toodles and Merry Christmases and everything to everybody, and I will see y'all next week. Toodles, say toodles doodle, or just pout. No. Toodles, everybody. See y'all next week. Merry Christmas.